So with Bella roaring away in the background, you know, it's funny. I tried to do a video with her tonight, and she was as quiet as a church mouse. Took the video off her, and she has lots to say. So, picked off one by one the 3 British ex-forces heroes who became Israeli targets in airstrike on food charity vehicles in Gaza. How disaster unfolded step by step as shocked Sunak demands answers, but Netanyahu insists this happens in war. Now, let me quote you some of Best Rated, yeah? Over 200 aid workers, not to mention hundreds of medical staff, and over 30,000 women and children. This doesn't include civilian male non-combatants. Self-defense is justifiable. This is not self-defense. 1,500 thumbs up, 308 thumbs down. Israel is out of control. If this was any other country, the US and UK would be screaming from the rooftops. 1,200 thumbs up, 267 thumbs down. This was intentional to scare and stop foreign aid. 1.2 thousand thumbs up, 166 thumbs down. I am disgusted that the government of my country is supporting the antics of the Israeli government. I am not condoning what Hamas did by any means, but what the Israeli government are doing now, and what they have been doing for years to the Palestinian people, is definitely not something we should support. Another one. This is so tragic. Good people trying to help others, so sorry for their families. Remember, these were ex-special forces people. Yeah, seriously. Ex-SBS, others, all the rest of it, and they're dead. And Netanyahu's response is, well, shit happens in war. My comment was, and by the way, funnily enough, invisible. We're now at Albert Pike, the 3 World Wars. See, yet again, the alternative media never talks about people like Albert Pike. And that's an unfortunate situation, because anybody who's well read, you know, they read this long time ago. And we're here, yeah? Albert Pike, the 3 World Wars. And I'll leave you a link to this, but when it says, for example, the 3rd World War. In the 3rd World War, it is said to be the last. The 3rd World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by Angenter, or the Illuminati, between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arab world, and the political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Yeah. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and of the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere the citizens, obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries, will exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude, disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out into the public view. I mean, You know, nobody in the alternative media reads this. None of it. You know, they just gibber and gibber and gibber. But you're seeing it in real time. Abso-fucking-lutely, yeah. Do you know what, in the future, I don't think I'll do any hangouts. I've given up. I've given up. Honestly. You know, you have hope for some people, but you know what hope's worth? Not a fuck. That's the reality of situations. You naively hope for the best, but they constantly disappoint you. But, you know, for all the occultists I've known, various people who have got wealth, everything else in between, who have asked me since the noughties, what would your options be? Maybe the next few vids I'll be doing for them, you know, because obviously, seriously, we're at that point. You know, honestly, if I had money, like millions, the first thing I'd buy, yeah, is specific boats packed to the gunnels with options and an ability to travel or traverse vast miles, knowing constantly where's the best option to be. That was what I was tasked in the noughties to find for people with wealth who were clued up. Not that I made any money, because believe me, people with wealth, you tend to find, are tighter than a fucking duck's arse. You know what they generally do with you? You know what, Scott, I can say things to you that I wouldn't say to others. You know, which is like projection, witchcraft, and so much other Masonic bullshit. But I learned a lot from them, yeah? A huge amount from them. But, yeah, this is where we're at. It literally is going step by step by the program. And I'll speak to you soon.